Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Comic Vantage. And this is that very special day of the week, everyone. The week where all the new the day where all the new comic books come out. It is New Comic Book Wednesday. All right, so anyway, this is the day I run down to my LCS, which is Torpedo Comics, and I pick up my books for the week. I bring them on home, give them a good read, tell you all about them. There can and will be spoilers, so if you don't want spoilers, back out now, come back later. Let's get started. First this week, from Dynamite Comics, we have Charlie's Angels, #1. Oh, okay, so I'm really going to date myself here. I had to buy this book. When I was a kid, Charlie's Angels was still on TV. At least through reruns anyway. As a kid, actually, wow, I think I was born the year Charlie's Angels came out. And yeah, so they were on TV. I had to buy this. And look at this gorgeous David Finch cover. Oh man, I couldn't pass this up either. I actually have an opportunity to meet David Finch in about 4 weeks. I might get him to sign this, even though I have a bunch of other books already for him. I don't know yet. But wow, the nostalgia of this. I mean, classic Charlie's Angels logo right there. Absolutely amazing. It starts off right away with the introduction of the Angels. Oh, look at this. You got Jill, just Farrah Fawcett, and you have Kelly here, which is Jacqueline Smith. Then you have Sabrina, Kate Jackson, Charlie's Angels. Like I said, this was all kinds of nostalgia. It completely gave me goosebumps the entire time I was reading it. It's cheesy, it's full of action, it's got a lot of camp to it. The writing was just really out there. And I loved, by the time you got to page 4, it redid the intro to the television show. I was like, are you kidding me? This is absolutely insane. It was amazing. This was so cool. The artwork was great. The dialogue was great. The story was a lot of fun. Like I said, there was a lot of cheese, a lot of camp. But oh, it was so good. And it ends on a cliffhanger with a couple of German twins wanting to assassinate Jimmy Carter. The book does take place during the 70s, just like the TV show did. This was a lot of fun. If you just want a cheesy, fun ride, I would say pick this up. If you remember the Charlie's Angels, I would say pick it up. It is just a blast. All right, next, what do we have? We have from Dark Horse Comics, Blackwood #2. Blackwood #1 started off with a group of kids being recruited to a college. And it turned out this college is more than it seemed. They were all given a free ride, complete total scholarship. And apparently the college teaches kids, actually there's 2 layers to the college as they describe it. One is the normal college where all the kids go. The second layer is the deeper ones where these kids are trained in the occult to fight monsters and all forms of baddies and stuff like that. And they are just discovering this. This was a lot of fun too. I'm really enjoying this read. The artwork, like I said, is very cartoonish, but it's really good. I like it a lot. Totally sets the feel for the book. Completely fits with all the dialogue. I'm not sure how long this story is going to be. I haven't looked into it. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a mini. Most of these are minis from Dark Horse, and they come out every couple of years or so. But I would say grab it. It's a lot of fun. Next, Vampirella #1, Roses for the Dead, which is a new Vampirella series coming out from Dynamite Comics. I loved how Dynamite picks up these great older properties that nobody wants anymore and either revamps them or reissues them. And oh, it's so much fun. This entire book was this incredible Joe Linsner artwork. The story takes place before the events of Volume 4, which started out, I don't know, maybe a year or 2 ago. So these are the events before that, because I know in Volume 4 it jumps forward like 1,000 years and Vampirella reawakens in this dystopic future. But this was really cool. I'm enjoying it. You have Vampirella teaming up with a witch, both hunting the same man, who's actually a sexual predator. Vampirella she first came out like in 1969, I believe it is. And she's from the planet Draculon. I kid you not. Draculon is her home planet. So she's this alien vampire who has all the abilities of vampires, but none of their weaknesses. You know, it was 1969. Of course, Draculon's going to be a thing. Really good read. I enjoy Vampirella. I always have for a very long time. Oh, there's this one great panel that Joe Linsner drew here. Man, look at that. Oh, and I believe the story is written by his wife, which is kind of interesting. Man, look at that. Her wings all outstretched. A little nugget of information about Joe Linsner. The man refuses to draw in pencil. He hates it. He hates the way it feels. He draws all of his artwork in ballpoint pen. Kind of neat. Anyway, and I wanted to show this as well. There's this great ad in the back for a new comic book coming out called the Project Superpowers. Now, Project Superpowers has actually been out before. If I'm not mistaken, it's a bunch of Golden Age characters that they kind of put together in a single comic book. But man, look at this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous Mattina cover. And this is going to be the regular cover, the Mattina cover. So a Mattina cover at cover price, and it comes out in August. Make sure you keep an eye out for it. Other than that, this book is amazing too. Definitely worth buying. I'd say pick it up. Next on our list, Venom #3. Great read. Donny Cates is really nailing this out of the park. Ryan Stegman has some amazing artwork as usual. Here we have our crazy prehistoric Venom standing over Miles Morales. He thinks he's actually slowly killing him until he takes control of the symbiote again. And these two need to team up to take out that crazy symbiote dragon thing from the last issue. Man, this thing is insane. It's so cool. So they finally end up blowing this thing's head off, and the dragon actually isn't the symbiote god, but there is a passenger inside of it controlling it. Oh, look at that. Who is this guy? Apparently his name is Null, I believe. And he is supposed to be the god of the symbiotes. I don't know if he's their creator or he discovered them, but wow, this last panel is so cool. There we go. Look at him. One or billions of years ago, look at him sitting on the throne with all the symbiotes. That is too neat. I love it. I cannot wait to see where this storyline is going. It's so much fun so far. It's a great, great read. I would suggest everyone pick this up. And now, next up from Black Mask, Breathless #3. I've been waiting for this book to come out. This book is so much fun. It's so cool. So, what do we got here? We have our main character named Scout. Where is Scout? There's Scout. Right there. And Scout has discovered a cure for asthma completely by accident. There are monsters running around all over the place, and she's a scientist at one of these labs studying them, and she ended up cutting one open into their lungs and breathing in the spores, and it cured her asthma. So because of that, the big pharmaceutical companies killed her entire lab, took everyone out, left no witnesses by releasing some of these monsters in their building. Right now, she is changing. She is coughing and coughing up some of this purple gunk. I have no idea what's going on here, but it should be really cool to see. She has a succubus working for her, trying to hunt down the people that did this. The artwork is really cool. I'm having a lot of fun. She actually pays the succubus in meat because the succubus isn't allowed into grocery stores because it can't help itself when it smells blood and flesh. A lot of good stuff going on here. Absolutely love this book. It's a great story. The artwork is amazing. The dialogue is spot on. It's just been fun issue after issue. This is definitely a good one to read. Again, this is from Black Mask Comics. Anything from Black Mask Comics, just grab it. Do yourself a favor, pick it up, read it. It's a good time. And next up, X-Men Blue #30. Woo! Brother versus brother. We have Jimmy Hudson and Dawkins going at it. Yeah, when we left, Dawkins had just stabbed Jimmy Hudson through the heart, trying to kill him. Because Jimmy is taken over by a poison. And he's the last poison. And he's trying to control it, or at least trying to live symbiotically with it. And the X-Men are trying to help him do that because they know he's still in there and they want him kind of to be alive. And yeah, it's actually a very good read. I'm having a lot of fun with this. The fight between Jimmy and Daken was actually really cool. A lot of action in this book. The artwork wasn't bad. It was a little on the cartoony side for an X-Men book, but still really good. I enjoyed it. Look at that. Right through the throat. I said the fight scenes and the action was really, really good in this book. They end up, separating the two and letting Jimmy Hudson go. And Daken's like, hey, you made a big mistake because Magneto sent him to kill him before he became a threat. And then he also gives the X-Men warning that the Magneto is coming after the White Queen. So it looks as though in the next issue, which we have our cover for here, they are protecting the White Queen as Magneto comes for her. So it'd be kind of interesting to see if Magneto's reverting completely back to his old evil villain ways, because he said he's hunting down anyone who become a threat to mutants. So it'll be kind of cool to see him, go back to ultimate supervillain. He was really awesome as an X-Men villain. I loved him. And with Xavier returning, that just may happen. All right. Last for the new books this week, Cyberforce number 4. This book has been absolutely amazing. I am loving it. The artwork, the story, everything. It is just so good. We have, in the beginning here, we have Stryker talking to Aphrodite. She was just introduced to them. She's joining their team with him and his daughter, who now calls herself Velocity because she has these cyborg legs that she can run really, really fast. Woo, Velocity. And at the end of the last issue, we saw a Aphrodite from the future freeing Killjoy to come do what she does best, kill. Because she's trying to stop this from all happening. Because in her world, technology takes over and is destroying humanity. It was a really, really cool story. I'm really enjoying it. I love this Killjoy. I made a door for you. Use it. Here comes Killjoy, zipping on in to do her thing. God, I love that panel right there. God, she just looks so neurotic and crazy. It reminds me of the Joker. It's really, really well done. So we have Aphrodite blacking out the entire world. Done. Blackout. But it didn't work when she gets back to her time. Nothing has changed. I don't believe she's returning because she says, Stryker, it's now up to you. There's a cover for next issue. Issue, I guess, number 5. It's going to be a great cover. Look at that. Awesome book. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's a reboot done right. I know I've said that a million times about this book, but it really, really is. Everyone should be buying it. It's a lot of fun. All right, so that's it for my new books for the week. But there are a couple extra books I wanted to show this week. 2 books in particular are usually for a mailbag, but I have a con coming up this weekend, and I need them out and looked at so I can get them signed. And those are All-Star Batmans, issue number 1. Both Tyler Kirkham covers from Midtown. We have the full color and we have the black and white. Look at these. Aren't these things gorgeous? I got these for cover price, which is just pure insanity. It's awesome. I love retailer exclusives because, you get this awesome artwork. And when they first come out, they're $20, $30, $60. Give it a few months, they always go back down to cover price. It's just retailer incentives or retailer versions don't hold value too well. They usually end up dumping, and then you get them really cheap, these awesome covers. So, if you ever see any out there, just wait. They'll go down in price. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Man, it's a gorgeous cover. And the last book I picked up this week, I bought this at my LCS. I was just wandering around. It's a book that's been on my radar for a few weeks now. And, I bought it because I have a gut feeling. I really, really do. Now, just call me crazy, but I think this is going to be a spec book. Age of Ultron, book number 10. There are, I don't know how many variants of this book. I opted to pick up the Angela variant of this book because this is the first appearance of Angela in the Marvel Universe. A couple weeks ago, Marvel announced a new series coming out called The Asgardians of the Galaxy. So here is my thinking. Now, the Asgardians of the Galaxy, a bunch of Asgardians getting together, going around kicking ass. Front and center leading the team is Angela, who we all know now is Thor's sister. Angela started in Image Comics as a Spawn killer. She was an angel. She was a Spawn killer in the Spawn comic books. And a falling out between Neil Gaiman and Todd McFarlane made him lose the property. They sold it to Marvel. Marvel then retconned her as Thor's sister. She's no longer an angel. She was raised by angels, but she always believed she was, and then she found out she wasn't. She's Asgardian, whatever. Okay. Now, when they announced the Asgardian of the Galaxies series coming out, it just really kind of gave me a little twinge. And it seems like they're pushing Angela to the forefront because she's the leader of the group, and they want her in a leadership role. And I'm thinking an MCU appearance probably isn't out of the question. We all know Chris Hemsworth is returning for the next Infinity War movie, and he has said that he would like to return for Thor number 4. He wants to do that. Even though his contract is up, he may renew. But if he doesn't renew, I don't know. I just have this weird feeling that Angela might step up or at least become prominent in one of these movies. Like I said, it's a gut feeling. This is just me, so I'm padding my collection with Angela stuff. 3 books in particular: Spawn number 9, Spawn number 9 Newsstand, and then the Age of Ultron book 10. You can get some of these rather inexpensive. Most of them come in black bags because they didn't want to give away the cover, the whole spoiler thing. Most of them sell for, I don't know, between $2 and $5 a piece. The Angela cover variant will sell for around $25, and there's a sketch variant which can get upwards of about $70, I believe. So yeah, those are, like I said, it's my opinion. I'm just playing it safe, padding my collection right here. So, all right, so let's do a quick recap on the books. I guess we don't. I can just re-show those because, man, they're gorgeous. Oh, they're gonna look even better with Tyler Kirkham signatures on them. It's gonna be awesome. And he's such a cool guy. Can't wait to see him again. All right, Cyberforce number 4, great read, a lot of fun, especially if you enjoyed the original Cyberforce. It gives you a twinge of the old story, but it's really very new. So. X-Men Blue number 30, Brother versus Brother. It was a good story. Breathless number 3. I'm loving this story. Now, seriously, look at the back cover. Pay to live. The writer really just kind of wanted to stick it to Big Pharma with this kind of story, saying, why do we have to pay to survive in life? But, it's fact. Anyway, there we go. It's a good read. Venom number 3. Donny Cates, Ryan Stegman, both just kicking it on this book. It's absolutely amazing. I love it. Vampirella number 1, Roses for the Dead. It was a good story. If you're a Vampirella fan, definitely pick it up. If you're a Joe Lynchner fan, definitely pick it up. I've always loved this man's artwork. I've been a huge fan of Dawn since the Cry for Dawn series, when she was, a hostess character in his anthology stories. And one thing I can say about his artwork, it seems to have gotten better over the years. One of the things that always kind of got me, I always enjoyed his artwork, but everybody always looked exactly the same. It's like he drew the same character and just put different costumes and hairstyles on them. But if you look now, everyone looks different. It's like his artwork has sort of matured over the years. So, I'm loving it. Blackwood number 2, definitely a lot of fun, especially if you're into more of the campy kind of, something like Buffy. Or even, I want to say Harry Potter, but this is a little darker than Harry Potter, but definitely like a Buffy sort of vibe to it. And number 1, Charlie's Angels right here. It's Charlie's Angels. I had to buy it, so it was a lot of fun. If you like this sort of thing, it's a lot of fun. Really just pick it up. It only costs a few bucks. Just have it, give it a try. You might enjoy it. Anyway, those are my books for the week. These are my opinions. Your mileage may vary. I want to say thank you to everyone out there who has watched me, supported me, who likes my videos, subscribes, who comments. You guys are awesome. Speaking of subscribing and commenting, a lot of you out there are probably wondering, where is my 1,000 subscriber contest? Well, I haven't done it yet, but I will, because I love all my fans out there and all my subscribers. You guys are awesome. I do want to give some love back, so keep an eye out for Christmas in July. It is coming. I thought I couldn't top the box, and this actually might do it. Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. So keep an eye out for that. I believe July 2nd, 2018 is when I'm going to put out the first video. Oh, did I just say the first video? Haha. All right. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Hit the little CV right there. Hit the bell up there. You're going to want to get in on this. Anyway, thank you, everyone, and take it easy.